Yes, Santa, there is a Virginia, a Christmas tale about the nice girl Santa almost forgot, by Rob Petrovich. It's a calm Christmas morning, another successful delivery done. Santa doesn't know this yet, but there's one more yet to come. He hangs up his coat and loosens his cap. He can't wait to enjoy a long winter's nap. But there, in his sleigh, still resting in the sack, is a present or two, actually a rather large stack. They are addressed to a girl, one as nice as can be. But these presents shouldn't be here. They belong under her tree. An elf cried,
"What are they doing there?"
Another exclaimed,
"How can this be?"
This situation certainly seemed important and something Santa should see.
"Santa! Oh, Santa! Don't take your coat off just yet. Our biggest fears have been realized. Stay calm. Please don't fret. You came back with presents. We never emptied the sleigh. We have to get them delivered before the start of Christmas Day."
What do you mean? Santa questioned, straightening up in his chair.
All the presents were delivered. I know. I was there.
"A good girl named Virginia, Santa. She's one of the best. She didn't get her present, sir. Not like all the rest."
Santa went over his list. He checked it more than twice. Indeed, one name was not crossed out under the column labeled nice.
I can't believe this,
he said.
My notes must be wrong. There's no girl named Virginia. Now please, move along.
"Santa, you have to make one more trip. Do you have the strength in you? We're not quite saying you're wrong, sir, but yes, Santa, there is a Virginia."
Such conviction from the elves told Santa this was true. Since that was the case, then there was only one thing he could do. Santa took a deep breath. He filled his lungs full of air. What he had to say was important, so he stood high on his chair. He hoed,
"All elves to your stations! All reindeer to your hitches! Get the sleigh ready! Mama, bring my red britches! We have a girl out there, one of the nicest in the land! She might not have presents to open, and that I won't stand!"
At that very instant, as the elves readied his sleigh, a nice girl named Virginia awoke, excited for Christmas Day. She thought, I wonder what presents will be under the tree. A dolly? A choo-choo train? Could a pony be waiting for me? Virginia stretched and yawned, then placed both feet on the floor. She climbed from the bed to take a peek out her door. While thousands of miles north, chaos swept through the castle. Normally, elves would be celebrating Christmas, not dealing with this hassle.
"Santa, dear Santa, the reindeer are not right. They're exhausted, sir, tired, unable to fly again tonight."
That meant there would be no reindeer to help pull his sleigh. Even Rudolph was too pooped to help light up the way.
I never thought this would happen. Never believed this would come true. But I have no other choice. There's only one thing to do.
Knowing what he meant, some elves scattered, others cried, while Santa calmly tightened his gloves to get ready for this ride. A red button under glass was presented to him. Brighter than Rudolph's nose it blinked when hope seemed so dim. With the push of a button and good tidings galore, Santa's new ride woke up and rose up through the floor. 'Twas the Holiday 3000, the latest in sleigh technology. It was the only way to reach Virginia, or he'd owe her one heck of an apology. It has a rocket, 2 boosters, even automatic pilot to deploy. A bathroom, 2 stewardesses, and legroom even an elf could enjoy. Air traffic control cleared the airspace from high up in their tower. After all, this sleigh relied on reindeer and not your typical horsepower. So into the cockpit, Santa and the presents went. But first he skimmed the manual and checked every flight instrument. With a rush, he hollered,
"Start the countdown! Close the cabin door! I have to get Virginia her gifts! We can't wait anymore! Now grab a seat! Everyone, hold on tight! Santa doesn't go down easy, at least not without a fight!"
With a roar, the Holiday 3000 lifted off with a blast. For Santa and the presents were finally on their way at last. With his beard blowing in his face, Santa pushed on even faster. It was up to him to prevent this potential holiday disaster. Santa zipped past continents, countries, and stars. He soared past presidents, prime ministers, and czars. Then that's when he saw it. There was Virginia's house below. He hollered,
"Elves to your stations! Down the chimney we must go!"
The Holiday 3000 stopped and hovered quietly over her roof. Then Santa dove into the chimney, leaving only a black, dusty poof. Just as Santa was sliding down, Virginia descended a stair. Would he deliver her gifts on time? Will her presents be there? Out from the chimney, Santa burst with his sack. Sweat rolled from his brow. There was no time to slack. The most fantastic stack of presents was placed under the tree. Santa filled every stocking and still enjoyed every cookie. With her presents finally delivered, up the chimney he rose. But this time he didn't even bother, laying a finger aside of his nose. At that exact moment, little Virginia took a peek and gave a grin, for her best Christmas ever was about to begin. Staring at the presents, she smiled from ear to ear. At last, Santa had done it. He had brought Christmas cheer. While finally, back at the North Pole, elves were once again jolly, for Santa had made it. He did it, by golly. Santa parked the Holiday 3000 and cleaned out the sleigh. He checked it twice to make sure no other presents went astray. Then Santa sat down, grabbed some paper and a pen. He began writing a new list to ensure this won't happen again. Merry Christmas.